Howdy, fellas and fellows. Underneath this tarp is, I'm not sure what year. It is a 454 though, out of that Suburban that you guys are standing actually in front of. So we're gonna rebuild this for the guy. We'll rebuild this for the guy. Probably put a cam and stuff in it, but it was having some issues, which is why he went to the LS. We're gonna find out why the issues of it wanting to pop back to the carburetor and all that stuff. We went through carburetors, the ignition system, the timing, all that stuff, different distributors, all that stuff to try to fix the problem. The problem was still there. The problem is still there to this day. But I'm thinking it's a valve problem, is what I'm thinking. So we're gonna find out if it's a valve problem, what it is, and we're gonna go from there. Now, I don't know the exact year, but as you guys see, it's a 44. It is pretty well. Okay, you guys, so based on the casting number, it is a 70 through 76 454 short deck. Most 484s are short decks, but what that means is, so here, the distance between the water pump and the head. That's how you tell short deck, low deck, whatever you want to call them, from a tall deck. So so I just ran these head casting numbers. These heads are 33678 Well, I saw a year back there stamped in the back of the head, 75, which they are 75. They are, from what I can find, they say passenger on them. I'm assuming that means passenger car. Basically, these are low performance 1975 big block heads. They ran for multiple years, but 75 is what I'm going to go with because it's got a year right here. Other than that, I know the engine itself, casting number on the back of the block on this side, runs as a 70 through, I think, 76. So judging by the head and the block, I would say the heads and the block match. So this engine's probably never been into, or if it has, they haven't hot rodded it, swapped out heads, intake. This is cast iron intake on it. But yeah, so we're gonna pull it apart and see what we got in here. all right to you guys. So we just tore down that 454, as you guys have seen. So we found a couple things wrong with it. It's down here next to my charger. So first thing, majorly bent push rod on cylinder number 8. So this engine was running really rough. So this is bent, plus the timing chain is stretched. It's definitely bad. So between the timing chain and this, I'm hoping was the problem. So if you guys, I'm trying to keep these videos because a lot of you guys like the 5-minute videos, because you guys like the 5-minute video on this truck. So I'm trying to keep them about 5 minutes long. Hopefully I can keep this one around that time frame. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Me and my dad build classic cars, engines, things of that nature. So with that being said,